I'm going to show you guys in this video how to create a ML trading bot with interactive brokers using the IB-Insync API. The goal is just to show you how to get a trading bot up and running, not to show you good fundamentals on training a model, hyperparameter tuning, cross-validation, overfitting, all that good stuff. Also, we're going to have very simple label. So basically, like, this is just to show you how to get up and running, and do not use this, or if you use this, use it in a demo account. Okay, so if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll make detailed videos on all the details I missed. Okay, so let's get started. So first thing we want to do, of course, is our imports. So we're going to import pandas as PD, import numpy as NP, import from IB-Insync, import star. And then because it's a Jupyter notebook, we have to start the event loop. There's this method to do that, start loop. And then we connect to IB like this, IB.connect, port equals 4004, client ID equals 1. Okay, so let me outline the steps we need. So first step, we want to get historical data. I have other videos showing how to do that. The reason for that is we want to train the model. Okay. Second is we want to create have a function that extracts features. This function will both extract features on the historical data and on the live training data. So it'll be like the same function for both. The third step is we want to create a label to train on. So it would be best to do like some sort of path-dependent label, like the Lopez de Prado book has something called the triple barrier, where you predict if it'll go up a certain amount or down a certain amount first, or won't for a certain period of time. But for now, we're just going to stick to simple, like if in the next 5 minutes the stock is up or down. And I wanted to say that I'm going to use 5-second bars, but the label is 5 minutes. Okay, because predicting on a 5-second label would be kind of stupid and will be a million transaction fees, not worth it unless you're like a professional. Okay, so the step 4, we're going to train the ML model, and now maybe I'll split this into like this is big step 1, training. This is the training process, and then for deployment, you have 2 steps. You want to get live updated bars, meaning historical bars with keep up to date is true, or real-time bars. I'll make a video on the pluses and minuses of both, but basically you just need enough bars to be able to calculate your features from step 2. And the last thing we want is to set up our on-bar update callback function. So whenever we receive a new bar, we're going to have a simple algorithm that buys 100 shares if we have no position, and the model predicts 51% or above. We're going to sell the position if the prediction goes under 50% and we had 100 shares. We're going to short if we have no position and the model prediction is under 49%, and we're going to cover our short if the model prediction goes back above 50%. Okay, so let's get started. So step 1, I already have this data, so I'm going to load it. I always use Tesla in all my examples, so let's do it here. Tesla 5 seconds.csv, index call equals the date call, parse dates equals date. And just to show you guys how it looks like, we can do df.head. Okay, so now we're going to create the function to extract features. Okay, so let's do def extract features, df. Okay, so you see how the data frame looks like. So the first thing we want to do is we want to do df equals df.copy. This is just because like if you don't do this, it'll actually change the data frame itself. So it's useful to do that. And let's just create maybe 3 simple features we want to create. So let's call it TA list. And I have another video talking about pandas TA, but we're going to use pandas TA strategy. So basically, what we do is we have to have like a list of this dictionary. So we have to do kind. Let's do RSI. Since we're using 5-second bars, let's 14 periods of RSI in a 5-minute chart would be like 840 on a 5-second chart. So let's use 840. So this is the RSI feature. And then let's do PPO. What is PPO? PPO is kind of like MACD. It basically divides the slow from a fast-moving average. So let's do that. I have it handy here. So PPO. Let me just copy it from somewhere else that I have it. Okay. So a PPO is like basically MACD is like the difference between the higher and lower moving averages. Here it's the same, but a division, and then you have like a moving average on that. These numbers are inflated like more periods because I'm using small 5-second bars, and then I just added another feature for skew. So I have this list of technical indicators I want to apply the strategy for. Okay, so let's show you guys how to do this. Okay, so this is TA list. Now we have to do TA strategy equals TA.strategy. Oops, I didn't import pandas TA, so you have to do that. Import pandas TA as TA. TA.strategy. Let's call it feature extraction. Let's say TA equals TA list, and then let's apply the strategy. df.TA.strategy. Oops. TA.strategy. TA strategy. And because it's going to make some of the initial things NA, because there's not enough data, let's just drop the NAs. So NA axis equals 0. Let's do that, and let's return that. Okay, so that's the extract features method. Okay, so now to get the data frame with features, we do df with features, extract features, df, and let's just show you guys how this looks. Df with features dot head. Okay, so now, great. So as you see, it added the RSI and PPO. It has the like high, like the high and the slow and the things as a skew. Okay, so now let's create the label. So we wanted to make the label be 1 or -1 depending on if you go up or down in the next 5 minutes. So 5 minutes actually on a 5-second chart corresponds to 60. So we can do something like df.shift minus let's use the close dot shift minus 60 minus df.close dot shift dot close. So this would mean if in the future 60 periods it's up, if it's greater than 0, it's up. So let's actually do np.sign of this, and we'll call it df label. Okay. And then let's just show you the value counts. Oh, sorry, I called it df with features. df with features. Okay. With features. And then let's show you the value counts. Label dot value counts. What is the argument for value counts? It allows you to do drop NA is true. Let's not drop NA. Equals false. As you see, there's 60 NAs because there's no 60 futures for the last 60. So from this, let's do two things. Let's get rid of the case where the closing price did not change. I suspect most of these that didn't change because I'm using outside regular trading hour data. I suspect most of them are like actually outside regular trading hours. So let's do two things. We'll do df with features equals df with features dot drop let's get rid of the case where the label is 0 and the label is NA. So label doesn't equal 0, and then I'll do drop NA subset set equals label. Okay, great. Okay, so does this work? Probably. Okay, so now we'll train the ML model. So let's go with the simplest model. Like, I mean, not the simplest, but the best model with the least amount of effort. So first, we need the feature columns we want. So I'll call it feature calls, and let's see what we should use. So let's look for a second at df with features.columns. We see we have all these columns. Let's just take the ones that we extracted in the feature extraction step. So as you see, we have feature columns here, skew like this. So now let's fit the model. So let's use the Catboost model. So we'll do model equals, first let's import it. From Catboost import, and Catboost is probably the best model to use if you don't know anything. Meaning, like, it works best out of the box no matter how you try other models like neural networks or random forest. Catboost seems to do the best. And I'll go into details on the difference between all of them and much more in depth on Catboost. But for now, let's just do this simple example. Model.fit. Again, no cross-validation, no train test. Just to show you guys how this works. Feature columns and df with features label. Okay, so let's show you guys how it works. I'm fitting the model here. Oh, okay, fitting the model here. It's I guess it's showing the things. Okay, so now while this is running, let's I guess maybe I should do let's, because this is just an example. Let's do verbose. We can do something like verbose equals 0, and then we don't get any progress chart. Okay, so now let's show you guys how to get the historical data with keep up to date is true. In reality, you should probably use real-time bars. I'll do another video on the difference between those two. But let's show you now. I guess my son is saying hi to me, so hopefully he doesn't interrupt this video. But let's call it bars equals. First of all, we need the contract object. We need contract equals stock. Symbol equals Tesla. Oh, oops. Equals Tesla. Exchange equals smart. Currency equals USD. And then we do IB.qualify contract. This again adds the details. And now let's get the bars. We do IB.rec historical. Again, I have other videos on this contract. This is end date time equals this. We'll do 2 days, 5-second bars. What to show trades. Use regular trading hours false. Keep up to date. Let's do true. Okay, so that's how you'll get the bars. This model is still running, which is weird. Let's interrupt it actually and let's just do n estimators. Let's set it to 100. So this should be much faster. Okay. Hopefully. Okay, so now while all these things are waiting, let's set up the callback function. So on bar update, bars has new bar. So the first thing we want to do is create a data frame, util.df bars. Okay, the model finished running. And just 1 second, let's make this thing work right. So to contract equals contract, end date time equals this, right? End date time equals this. So we can use keep up to date. Duration string equals 2 days. Bar size setting equals 5 seconds. What to show equals trades. Use regular trading hours equals false. Keep up to date is true. Qualify contracts. Okay, so now we got the bars, and again, it's kept up to date. So now I can do like again, just a reminder, you can do util.df bars, and you get this data frame. And if you do it again, you see it ends 5 seconds later because I did keep up to date. Here is true. Again, I have another video on this, but this is the helper method to create the data frame. Okay, so now let's show you how to do this in practice. So like we're gonna need a callback. The callback, whenever there's a new bar, since we're using 5 second bars, this has new bar thing is meaningless. So because every 5 seconds there should be an update. So basically we do something like this. We get the data frame, util.df bars. Let's do set index equals, let's set index date so we can use the other thing. And now what are we going to do? Step 1 is we're going to extract features. Df with features equals util equals extract features df. And you know what? Let's for now just do print df with features dot head just to show you guys what we're doing. So so we have bars dot update event plus equals on bar update. This attaches the callback. Again, if you want to clear the callback or all previous callbacks, you do dot clear, and it's very important because if you don't do this, you can run the callbacks multiple times. But for now, like you see, every 5 seconds we're going to print the data frame. Okay. Oops. Okay. So let's clear this thing because we don't want to do this. But okay, every 5 seconds we print the data frame, right? Okay. But what we actually want is, okay, we got the data frame. We want to make a prediction with the model. So just a reminder, with Catboost, you fit the model. Oops. I guess the clear didn't. The clear didn't work. Sorry about that. I'm restarting the kernel. So let's do cell run all. Okay, so I screwed things up. So I just want to remind you guys that for Catboost or most models with sklearn type interface, you could do model.predict proba of the data frame. Like in our case, it was df with features. Features call, and this will give you n by 2 matrix, and the first is the probability of the first class, and the second, the first column is the probability of the first class. The second column is the probability of the second class. In our case, the second class is the by class because -1 is less than 1, so by default it's the second class. So just to show you guys, like I do the predict proba. Oops, what did I call it? I called it features calls. Okay, so to show you, I get this n number of examples by 2 thing, and we're gonna want the second column because that corresponds to the prediction of if it will be 1 or not, meaning if you should buy or not. So let's show you how to do it here. We would do we would apply it here. These are the probs. I'll call it. Oh no, you know I'll call it prediction, and then I'll take the last one, the most updated one, which is the last one, and And so now I'm going to do something like this. This is the decision. It's if pred greater than or equal to, let's call it prob. Prob is more meaningful because it's a probability. Greater than or equal to 0.51, and we have no position. So how are we gonna do positions? You know what? For this simple example, let's just do something simple. This is dumb. You should be much more sophisticated. But I don't want to mix if someone has long-term positions or not. It could screw things up. So let's call position equals 0, and let's do global position. And then, so if the probability is high and position equals 0, then we want to buy. So print buy. Elif, and I'll show you how to make the order, of course. Prob less than or equal to, prob less than or equal to 0.5, and position equals, let's do 100, then print cell. Elif, let's do if probability is less than or equal to 0.49, and position is 0, then let's do print short. And elif prob greater than or equal to 0.5, and position equals negative 100. Print cover short. Okay, so now we also need to add the position here. So we'll do position plus equals 100. Position minus equals 100. Position minus equals 100. Position plus equals 100 when we cover the short. We also need to make the actual order, so IB that place order, contract, market order, buy 100, use regular trading hours equals true. Oh. So, sorry, use regular trading hours equals false. Oh, sorry, outside regular trading hours is the argument, and since we're outside regular trading hours, let's make this true. Outside RTH is true. Oops. RTH is true. And this thing should work. Let's also print the probability every time. Print prob so we show you guys how it works. So we wanted to buy here, we wanted to sell here, we wanted to sell here, we wanted to buy here. This should work. Most things in life you have error the first time. Let's attach the callback and see if it works. So let's see. I'm guessing I'll get an error. Oh, probs 0.4. Oh, I didn't write the else. Else print hold. But it's doing the right thing because remember we wanted over 0.51. So you know what? Let's actually make it 0.0. This is. Oh, sorry. I spoke too soon. See, it bought it. It bought it. And let's just show you guys that it bought it. We can do IB.fills -1. Oh, IB.fills. Didn't buy it. Why didn't I'm guessing my outside regular trading hours things something is messed up with that, or I'm using a demo account and it doesn't work. But IB dot Let's look at open trades, see how it looks like. Hmm. Pre-submit. You know what? Why is it not working? Oh, of course it's not working because there's no such thing as a limit order, a market order, pre-market. Pre-market, you can only do limit orders. So to make this work, let's do something like this. Let's make everything a limit order because pre-market, you cannot use market orders. You're just not allowed to. So because of course there's a huge spread sometimes. So let's do limit orders. Okay. So now this thing should work. So let's do first of all IB that up that bar update event dot clear. Let's see if this works. Probably not. Okay. I don't know why this is not working. Bars dot update event dot clear. It should work to stop this thing. It does work. Okay. I don't know why I thought it didn't work. But okay, so now we have to set a limit price. So we want to get it to fill. So let's do the closing price. Let's call it close equals df with features dot close dot iloc -1, the last closing price. So let's make this close. Just make this thing closing price for everything. And let's also add a callback for when it fills. So we'll do like def on exec details, trade fill, print fill. I think that's the right syntax. Execution details, trade fill. So let's do okay, we're gonna do something like this. We're gonna do print filled uh, this notebook became messy. Filled filled at execution that shares, I think it's called. Um, I think it's called shares. If I do this, maybe it'll help me. I'll do fill, and I'll do trade. The shares at execution price. Okay, and then I'll do IB dot exec details event plus equals on execution details to attach the callback. So now let's rerun this thing, and let's also do let's rerun this thing, and we now have the hold event. So as you see, it's hold because it's under 0.51, under 0.51, under 0.51, under 0.51. This is pre-market, so it's a little boring. You know what? Let's speed this up. Let's make it instead of 0.51, we'll make it 0.505, and then let's see if this works. It should buy now. Buy. Oh, because I give it a limit order of close, so it doesn't fill right away. Now it filled. 100 at 241.13. Yeah, but you get the picture. So the point here was just to show you guys getting a model up and running is pretty straightforward. We'll get into more details of all the individual components in other videos. Again, if you like or found it helpful, please like and subscribe. Tell me what videos you want. Currently, I have ideas to do videos on many videos on options, options with dividends, practical strategies, things that made me and my friends lose money, things that work for me. Also, like with ML, I have some more in-depth videos on like the triple barrier method, um, using Catboost, other algorithms, and that sort of thing. Again, if you like it, please like and subscribe, and suggest what videos are interesting. Thank you. Oh, and please use a demo account when you do this the first time.